listen here.
Come on.
Dress, D-R-E-S, yes, I guess I can start. If this alright with you, I'll rip this head one apart. Back middle to the front, don't front.
For a good time, let me tell you what you want. Can I get a hey? Can I get a yo? You got a hat? Now full of hoes.
The styling is creative, black sheep of the native.
Can be violated or even desegregated.
I got brothers in the jungle, cousins on a quest. Debit-ordered uncles and beef-porridge, may they rest. Yes,
Which way? No, wait, how? Mr. Long Dress Black Sleep Slam now.
know you heard the others, phonies to the lovers.
Then, of course, the choice is yours. You can get with this or you can get with that.
I promise you I was listening to this on the way here.
This version?
Not this version. The original.
Danny Monster Show, KBLA Talk 1580. What is the name of it? Is that a remix you just played? You gotta play the original. I know what song it is. Black Sheep, the choice is yours. The original is the heater.
Oh, the original is just
my
when the
God.
beat comes in,
Boom,
like,
boom, boom,
oh my
boom.
gosh.
Oh my God.
I lose it every time.
We might have to do that energy versus.
But so when I came in and I said we have to do a 90s hip hop, like classic hip hop, it was because I was listening to
That song.
this song on my way here.
It's high on the list.
The original, of course.
Come
Oh,
on. Let's go. Come on. Oh my God. Here we come. Yeah. Oh, come on.
Here they come.
Oh my God.
Here they come.
This
Here they come.
is
Oh,
the heater. Woo! You're right too. When this beat comes
Yeah.
in,
Come on, who's the black sheep? What's the black sheep? Know not who I am or when I'm coming, so you sleep. Wasn't in my realm or wasn't in your sphere. Knew not who I was, but listen here.
Come on.
Dress, D-R-E-S, yes, I guess I can start. If it's alright with you, I'll rip this head one apart. Back middle to the front, don't front. Want a good time, wanna give you what you want. Can I hear a hey?
Hey.
Can I get a yo? You got a hat? It's for the house. The styling is creative, black sheep of the native. Can be violated or even decepticated. I got brothers in the jungle, cousins on a quest. Debit-ordered uncles and beef-porridge, may they rest. Yes, Mr. Long Dress, black sheep slam now. Know you heard the others, phonies to the lovers. Then of course, the choice is yours.
thank you very much, Andy. I appreciate
yeah, Andy.
it. That is iconic hip hop right there.
Classic.
That's why when 21 Savage made those comments about those cats aren't irrelevant and all of that, it's like, listen, man, the pioneers of hip hop, what they constructed to allow us to enjoy the music we enjoy today,
Yeah.
if you just go back and see how it morphed into 6 or 7 different hip hop styles just over like a 25-year span,
Yeah.
and those early night, oh my God. The early 90s is when things just really start heating up, man.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God. You better not disrespect the early 90s.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I just, me and my conspiracy hat, I always have it. I wouldn't necessarily call this a conspiracy, but I just feel like the track between 21 Savage and Nas probably was something that was planned prior to 21 Savage's comments.
Why would you say that?
Because it's to build, anticipation. Not that we knew that they were gonna come with the record, but the fact that it's out.
So you're saying 21 Savage made those comments on purpose?
Potentially.
Create a fake beef.
Absolutely.
Promote the record.
Mm-hmm.
You
And look
buy
at
that, Robin?
Nas.
I'm not necessarily buying it. The reason why is the song is too short for it to have been even thought about very long, right? So it sounds like I'm gonna do my verse real quick, you do your verse real quick. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It just sounds more like this how it's been done as we see it. Like they had a beef, somewhat, and then squashed it and then quickly came out with something. I think that sounds more true.
Here's why I might side with what Andy's saying. A lot of beef in hip hop right now. A lot of death in hip hop right now. What have we been clamoring for months? For these cats to come together. Old and the new. We've been begging for it. What better way? Solve a beef. Do a track together. Blend the two generations together. Andy, it's possible. I don't buy it, but it's possible.
I'll also say this with the King's Disease series that Nas has dropped. If you listen to the first King Disease, he actually has a lot of records with a lot of the new cats. So Nas has kind of been on this campaign wanting to, collaborate with the younger generation or whatnot. So 21 Savage could have been another artist.
I just don't know. I mean, it doesn't, to me, it sounds like this would have if that conspiracy is true, it would have benefited Nas more than 21 Savage at this point,
Right.
because 21, think about it, he's out with Drake right now. Got a whole, like, I mean, he's literally fresh, brand new with Drake. And so I just don't see that being the case. And I think that there was a lot to lose. You know,
You took some lumps in them days. Yeah.
listen to the words. I mean, the words, even in for him to just say, I don't know. I think it's very far-fetched. The words in this song are very specific to him being like, they're talking about relevancy. Nas talking about being the GOAT. But, and then 21 Savage talking about basically y'all wanted me to pretty much be dumb and like and go against the old school or whatever, but I'm not dumb. Like, I want to be up there next to the legends. So why would I?
But couldn't all of that be premeditated?
I think it's a reach.
Come on now, the entertainment industry. Think about when Usher dropped Confessions, right? It was so much pub about his relationship with Chili. They broke up. It was so many rumors about Usher and what he did.
True.
And then boom, here comes Confessions.
You know what we're doing at
It's a
this
good
moment?
correlation, by the way.
You know what we're doing?
What?
We're taking away from the very thing that
Right.
we've wanted. We've always talked about, you know, I think that we're taking away from that, and it's just, I don't even like that narrative.
She's right. Why can't we just take it at face value?
And just
Why
be
can't
like,
we do
man,
that?
this is good. This is good for hip hop. This is great. Like, how come we just can't take it what they're presenting and run with that?
Even if it's planned, why can't we look at it that way?
I don't even want to go down that route because I just don't think it's true. Number one, but number two, I just feel like let's build up what we've been talking about. We're supposed to be on the positive side of hip hop, on the positive side of squash and beef, on the positive side of everything, right? So, yeah, I'm not gonna go with the narrative.
I think it's dope. I actually agree with you, Robin. But, you know, I feel like I see how the entertainment industry works. And if there's any good or bad publicity, you want to capitalize on that. So, you know, even if it wasn't pre-planned,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure people was like, yo, 21, you probably got to do a record with Nas
Yep.
and capitalize off of this, you know, publicity that you got.
I want to know, are there any other young MCs that are making songs with classic hip hop artists right now? Is anyone else doing it?
I don't know.
And it's heartbreaking that we can't think of anybody.
Maybe this could be the catalyst, though.
Country music does it all the time. Rock music does it all the time.
Do they?
What is stopping hip hop from doing the same thing? Is it because these cats are all alpha males?
I don't know, but again, something has always got to happen for there to be. I mean, somebody's got to set the precedent, right? So maybe this could be the thing that says, you know what, we like the idea, especially if it does well. You know, if this song blows up and then we see how you know, how well it does, then we like the idea of someone new but included with someone like old school. I think it could be the precedence that we need to kind of, you know, do this in the future.
So let's play. We're up against it. We got a couple minutes here, but let's play then. Kendrick Lamar should do a song with who? Cube?
I think that's dope. Cube is yeah.
Compton?
Who?
Compton? I'm trying to stay in Compton. That's why I said that.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it has to be. I mean, that's cool. It's a great idea. I would never turn that down. I think that's iconic, right?
Right.
Cube is, to me, is not necessary. He is definitely old school, but he's still on the. I'm not gonna say the precipice, but he is like right on the cusp, I think, of like what they would say relevant or irrelevant, right? I think he's
Okay.
like right there. I'm talking about bring back some of them old cats who don't have. If you would say they're not relevant, you know, if they're in that conversation, the Kumo D's, the
Big
you know
Daddy
what I'm saying?
Kane.
Big Daddy Kane, of course.
Kara's one.
KRS-One, Chuck D, go grab them. Go, you know, and not grab them like the young people can do it. Maybe the old folks get with the new folks and be like, let me show you something, young kid, young brother. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you something.
What you think?
I don't know about Kendrick per se because Kendrick, to me, he's like a throwback. So if Kendrick did a record with Ice Cube, it wouldn't be impactful as opposed to, like, let's just say a Kool Mo D, right?
Yeah.
Kool Mo D doesn't cuss, from my understanding, right?
That's correct.
So let's say Kool Mo D collaborated with Kodak Black. I think that would be
Ugh.
so much more impactful.
I agree.
Than Kendrick and Ice Cube.
I'm just not a Kodak fan.
And I'm with you. But it was funny because Kendrick collaborated with Kodak on the last album. And I think a lot of people were surprised by that, although they're from the same generation.
Yeah.
I agree. I definitely agree with that statement, though. We're talking about impact, so it would need to be. I think it would need to be like a collaboration that people would be very shocked by, also. But definitely like a more old school artist.
Okay, last one. Drake and who? Big Daddy Kane.
Sure.
They both were, they got that lover boy thing going on, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if Drake is the cat, though, to represent the young. I feel like you got to have a ratchet cat.
Like Kodak Black.
Because then you have the two different sides of hip-hop. We were talking about alternative hip-hop.
Yeah.
Mixing with a little bit of gangster.
Yeah.
If we can get that type of collab, then maybe we talking.
King Combs is blowing up right now.
He don't count, man. That's Baby Diddy, man.
He blowing up right now. Say what you want.
If Takeoff was still alive, let's say it was Migos and Run DMC.
That'd be
Man, oh man,
That would be
that's
fire.
hot. That's hot. Yeah.
When we come forward, we actually will go to the phones. 1-800-920-1580, 1-800-920-1580. Danny Morrison Show, KBLA Talk 1580. Obviously, we got a lot to talk about. Stay there.
From Bakersfield to Los Angeles. From middays to nighttime. Like George and Wheezy, Danny Morrison is moving on up at KBLA Talk 1580.
Congratulations to this week's KBLA Talk 1580 Office of the Week, LA County Department of Children and Family Services. LA County Department of Children and Family Services promotes child safety and well-being by partnering with communities to strengthen family. Congratulations, LA County DCFS.
The Institute for Diversity Certification is all about the 3 Ds: dedication, determination, and discipline. Learn more about our globally recognized diversity certification program today by calling 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192, or visit diversitycertification.org. As the #1 organization for certified diversity professionals and also certified diversity executive credentials, diversitycertification.org will provide an opportunity for you to demonstrate dedication to the field, determination to make progress, and more discipline to your process. Go today and learn more about the diversity certification system. Call 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192. Or go to diversitycertification.org. That's diversitycertification.org. The standard of excellence, equity, diversity, and inclusion.
Is your job recession-proof? Now might be the perfect time to switch careers and become an IT professional with My Computer Career. IT is listed as one of the top recession-proof professions. You could have your dream job in just months, not years. No experience needed. Take classes online or on campus, and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Celebrate good times, come on!
KBLA Talk 1580 is pleased to announce a can't-miss community event.
It's a celebration.
Welcome home, Mayor-elect Karen Bass.
You gotta be kidding me!
On Saturday, December 10th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., join KBLA Talk 1580 in Leimert Park at the intersection of Leimert and Vernon for this free public event as we celebrate Mayor-elect Bass's historic victory. There'll be entertainment, food trucks, and a diverse array of vendors, along with attendance and participation from community leaders, elected officials, celebrities, business owners, and other notables. KBLA Talk 1580 will host Mayor-elect Bass on the main stage at 11 a.m. as we reflect on the importance of this moment and what it means for the Black community, women, and all Angelinos who believe in the limitless potential of our amazing city. We look forward to celebrating with Mayor-elect Karen Bass and you, Saturday, December 10th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the intersection of Leimert and Vernon. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now.
Real talk Real time, the gospel truth. You're listening to the Danny Morrison Show on KBLA Talk 1580.
We've had some very emotional conversations on Jaheim McMillan tonight, and we have been neglecting the phone lines on purpose. But let's get to them right now. Jerry, give me your height, your color, and your hood, Jerry.
Oh, 6'3" when I stand up. Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills, checking in. Drop that. Come on, let's go. Jerry, what's on your mind tonight? By the way, I have your package that you sent to me.
Yeah, my picture notice is in the Beverly Hills Weekly.
Okay, hold on. Let me open it. I'm going to open it live on the radio right now and see what it is.
Thank you.
What is this?
Advertising where to get my record.
What is this? This ain't no picture from Balenciaga or anything.
Well, I made a photocopy.
What is this What is this white powder on here? Is this anthrax? You trying to kill me, or what's the deal?
No, of course not.
I'm just checking. Don't laugh at me, Jerry. It says, oh my God. It says, you guys can probably see this on YouTube, by the way. It says writing tutor. And which one is it? Is this you in the lower right-hand corner?
In the lower, the lower right, the lower.
Says, Pat the 20th Century Jerry Solomon, and it looks like you're duct taped on there. What's the tape around your picture? What is that?
Oh, I pasted that. I don't know. I made a photocopy of the newspaper notice.
It says BH Local Jerry Solomon's enigmatic self-produced vinyl LP available. Eccentric, bizarre, 60s, engaging. Or contact Jerry at your phone number here. I don't want to say that over the air, but and it's available on Amazon.
You can get it. You can get it on Amoeba Music in Hollywood.
It's funny you say that. I was at Amoeba Music on Saturday night, man.
Oh, you like the music?
I love it.
Oh,
I love
really?
going in there. I love the smell of that place. I love going through CDs and books and records. I love that. It reminds me of Sam Goody back in the day.
Yeah, they're a great place to go to.
Yeah.
They sell everything.
And everything is cheap. And then, that's my favorite C word right there. It's cheap, boy.
Well, it varies.
It varies. That is true. For what's weird about it, if you buy a new CD there, it's like $20.
Yeah.
But if you buy a used one, it could be $3.
Yeah. That's what I love about Amoeba Music.
But boy, that place was buzzing. There had to be.
It always is. It's been like that for years.
They do very.
There's
very
not enough stores like that anymore, I think.
Yeah. That's awesome, Jerry.
Well, you are at Amoeba Music. I'm impressed, man. Very nice, man. Thank you for sending me that. Every time I see a large envelope in my box, I go, that's Jerry once again.
Maybe you could play one track. Oh Mia.
I knew it was coming.
Oh Mia.
Jerry, I love you. You better go.
Mia.
No, that's
Mia.
okay. I was going to ask something about why does the EPA allow unsafe products?
Why does the EPA allow unsafe products? You tell me.
Because you were talking about unsafe hair.
We were talking about a lawsuit, with 4 black women.
Yeah.
L'Oreal.
So why does the EPA, unlike Europe, allow unsafe products?
Oh, I thought you were telling a joke. I thought it was a riddle of some sort. You're legitimately asking the question, why does the EPA allow that?
Unlike Europe, who doesn't allow unsafe products you were talking about.
That's a good question.
I don't know if it's an
unsafe
EPA
hair
problem.
products.
I don't think this is an environmental problem. I don't think it's like that. I don't think it's affecting the ozone layer of any sort. I don't know.
No, but Europe doesn't allow unsafe hair products, etc.
I'm just saying, I think you have the wrong division, but I don't know.
Just ultimately, though, the powers that
products. Or unsafe other products.
This could be the American Medical Association. Why do they allow it? I don't know.
Yeah, right. Like, why can't we be like Europe and not allow this unsafe product?
I think the easy answer is you live in a capitalistic society here in America, and money rules all. I think it's really just that simple.
Unless it's extremely dangerous, they allow it. Unless it's extremely dangerous, I guess.
Why do we still allow semi-automatic weaponry in our streets?
Oh no, that we got to cut down on that.
Yeah, why do we still do it when these shootings continue to happen in this country? Why do we still sell
We
them?
got to outlaw that.
Yeah, we need to ban automatic weapons. We still sell them though. Why do we do that in this country?
Yeah.
No, we got to outlaw that.
Okay, as long as we agree.
Would it still be considered the FDA?
FDA, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Food and Drug-
Thank you, Mimi.
Ooh,
Yeah.
with makeup though.
Because drug, right? It would still be
Is
considered
it?
like
Probably.
drugs. I mean, I don't.
Probably.
I think it would because pharmaceutical things still have to go through the FDA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the FDA.
Yeah.
I guess one of the agencies to outlaw, like Europe, lets us only have safe products.
It's never gonna happen, sir. Money rules all in this country. Jerry, I appreciate it. Well, give Jerry the call of the night just because he's here. How about that?
Thank you, Jerry.
Jerry, I appreciate
Sure,
the envelope.
thank you.
I love when you send me stuff, and good luck to you. And next time I'm at Amoeba Music, I'll try to grab something of yours. Okay? Do you get? By the way,
Thank you.
do you get commission or residuals or anything if I buy something?
Yeah, yes, I do. There's a record company in Nashville, Monaco. They rediscovered me and reissued my old recordings. You played one of them a couple times, once I think.
We did.
Aga Iga.
Aga Iga, I remember.
It's on the album.
I sound like me after Thanksgiving too. Aga Iga over the toilet. I'm telling you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your
Thanks,
time. Have a good one.
Jerry.
Okay.
Have a good night.
You too.
Good night.
He is a good cat.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into the upon further review clips. Check it out. Clips that extend the conversation on that you sent us over the past few days, and extend the conversation on some of the topics we've touched on the Danny Mo Show. And the first clip, check this out. It was sent to me from a guy named Russell the Magnificent. And this cat, by the way, did you clean this? This cat is breaking down why black men keep going to jail for murder. And he claims it's, quote, male masculinity coupled with female emotional tendencies due to us being raised by women. Pretty interesting perspective. Check this out. Listen!
Story time. Over 30 years ago, during the height of mass incarceration, I was a third-year college student who got f***ed up on bullshit and ended up doing a gang of time. One day when I first started doing my time, an old man walked me around the track. And he taught me a few things, and among the things he taught me was in the form of a question, and this is what he asked me. You know why these up in here like this here, don't you? I said, well, yeah, murder. And he said, no, murder might have been a charge, but that ain't the reason why they up in here. I said, well, what's the reason? And he said, for having ways on the street. What? These big swole gang banged out the game, every gang set in the state of California. What do you mean by that? And then he said, let me explain. 90-something% of these dudes right here were raised by women. And as a result, they have female emotional tendencies. That don't make them gay, but it does make them dangerous. I said, what do you mean? And he said, because when you combine male masculinity with female emotional tendencies, you'll kill a over how you feel. But you don't never kill a man over how you feel, because tomorrow you're not going to feel that way, but that be just as dead, and you're going to be up in this camp looking at me. That's why when you get mad, the first thing you have to do is calm down and be quiet. And whatever you have to do after that, you do that calmly and quietly or not at all. But that's why these up in here. They're not in here because they was in danger. They in here because they was in their feelings. I'm telling you some good.
So, Robin, I come to you.
Wow.
It almost seems sexist what he's saying, but is there any validity saying that because men are raised by women, that we are all up in our feelings in much the same way that women are apt to be on occasion?
I don't know that I'm buying that. The reason is, well, first of all, the single women, mothers that I know that are raising boys specifically, are usually more tough on the sons. They're usually saying, you know, don't cry. I mean, not that this is right. I'm just saying they're not raising them to be sensitive and things like that. That's from what I've seen growing up, right? The other thing is emotionally, is that something you learn? Is that something you observe, or is that something that's in you?
What if that young man sees his mom going through a myriad of emotions in his adolescence? and he adopted those himself because
I'm
he
just
saw her
not
do
sure. I'm not sure that emotion is something that you pick up or if it's something that you just are.
Okay.
So I think it has more to do with, like, you know, we talk about this often as well, and I've heard it, and I got to get the facts on it, but like hormones and due to the food and the imbalance that both, I think, men and women are dealing with because of foods and the stuff that they're putting in it. That to me would cause more of an emotional imbalance than you seeing someone, whether it's your mom or anyone else for that matter, being emotional as you were growing up.
Can we then, on top of what you're saying, can we then say if the man was in the house, the murder rate would decline? If every father was in every black household, would the murder rate decline in America with black men?
I don't have that answer. I'll say this though. I came across a it actually bothered me a lot, but I came across a video where a black man slapped his son, his teenage son, on Instagram Live or something like that because the son was flaunting his guns, the father's guns, to his friends, and he was flaunting it on social media. So the father was, he just, slapped him hard, and he was like, "Oh, you want to be tough," and you just going off on his son, right?
I love that, by the way.
On one hand, yeah, because he was like, he was telling he was like, now tell them, that, I love you. They, just because they don't have, a dad in their life that loves you like I do, whatever. But the thing that taught me, or it showed me, was, first of all, I just don't like to see that sort of embarrassment. It's, if you want to discipline your child, go ahead and do that, but do it behind closed doors. Like, I don't think it was necessary to do that online because you're trying to embarrass your kid too. I think that is going to stir up more problems than you doing it offline, right?
So you don't have a problem with the actual action. You have a problem with the audience.
I'm sort of in between on that, like
Okay.
about that hard parenting versus the soft, soft parenting or whatever it's called. But it also showed me that the kid, even with the father in the house, was still flexing the gun, still doing the whole like gun thing. What's to say that, it would stop him from taking those guns out to the actual streets?
You and I just had a conversation about Mr. McMillan.
Mm-hmm.
Jaheim McMillan was probably out there with a gun, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't want his father publicly. Who cares? Regulate his boy on social media. Yeah, I'm here. I'm taking my son home. He ain't gonna be out here doing this.
My
I don't
point
care if he did
is-
it on Instagram Live or
No. I think you're missing my point. My point is the fact that the son is there anyway. The son got to that point where he's got the guns and he's out there with the guns. He's at that point where he even has a father in the house. So why do we even get to that point?
So you should regulate before it gets there.
My point.
I got it. Gun enthusiasts are not gonna like my comment. Your kids shouldn't be around your guns to begin with. Under any circumstances. I know they say, we need to teach these young brothers how to use these guns. Why?
I beg to differ, but we can
That's
agree to disagree on it.
And I think that's also a regional conversation. The people in the South would be like, see, you didn't grow up with guns, and, it's not really a California thing. People in the South, it's the norm.
For sure. Yep.
1-800-920-1580, 1-800-920-1580. More upon further review. Clips on the other side right now. News and traffic. Danny Mo Show. Stay there.
Nighttime is the right time for Danny Morrison on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. The Senate is passing a landmark same-sex marriage bill. The Respect for Marriage Act was passed on Tuesday afternoon when 12 Republican senators voted along with Democrats to advance the bill, which recognizes gay marriage nationwide. Home prices fell in September compared to what they were in August. That's according to the latest reading from the S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller Index. They dropped by 1% across the country, which marks the third month in a row of declines. The city of Houston lifted a boil water notice, but kids still didn't go to school today. The emergency notice was ordered after a power outage caused a drop in pressure. The all clear came this morning, but it was too late to get the kids back in class. And that's the latest. I'm Mike Island from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Can't spend all access accounts. Get the account designed for your everyday mobile banking needs. Banking services provided by and account established by Pathward NA. Member FDIC. Deposit account opening is subject to registration and ID verification. Terms and costs apply.
Follow the leader. KBLA Talk 1580. Follow the leader. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at KBLA 1580. Follow the leader.
Are you ready?
The station leading the way with exclusive interviews,
Follow the leader.
stimulating conversation, and intellectual discourse that empowers, enlightens, and informs.
Follow the leader.
Follow the leader at KBLA 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Keep following the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
The Los Angeles Urban League helps African American and others in underserved communities achieve true social parity, economic self-reliance, and civil rights. For over 100 years, Los Angeles Urban League has ensured our communities have access to careers with living wages, opportunities to start and grow businesses, and clear pathways to personal and professional growth. Programs like BizCamp, Construction Career Academy, Bob Business Ready, and B-Warp. The Black Wealth Attainment and Retention Program are examples of the ongoing events designed to make our centennial mission to rebuild Black Wall Street right here in LA a reality. To sign up for our newsletter or to support the Los Angeles Urban League with your time, talents, and donations, visit laul.org. That's laul.org. The Los Angeles Urban League is a proud sponsor of Urban Family Focus, Saturdays at 7 a.m. on KBLA Talk 1580.
When you're the victim of a car accident, who goes to bat for you is crucial. We're MVP Accident Attorneys, the personal injury pros. Hiring the right law firm can be the difference between a rewarding settlement and striking out. When it comes to getting the maximum compensation you deserve, our team hits it out of the park. Call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys at 833-MVP-WINS for a free case review. Call 833-MVP-WINS.
Call on me, your MVP.
Four racial arsonists set LA City Hall on fire. And everybody is running out of the building straight to KBLA Talk 1580.
I am pleased to welcome LA City Councilman Mike Bonin to this program. Councilman, how are you, sir?
Hello, thank you, Tavis.
Councilmember Curran Price, good to have you on, sir. How are you today?
I'm well, Tavis. Thank you. Good to be with you and your listeners.
I am pleased to have LA City Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez on this program. How are you today, ma'am?
Good morning, Tavis.
Councilman O'Farrell, good to have you on, sir. How are you today?
Thank you so much, Tavis. So glad to join you this morning.
Councilman Koretz, welcome to this program, sir. How are you?
I'm honored to be on your show. I'm still in shock from the events of the last few days.
Marquise Harris Dawson, good morning.
Good morning, Dominique, and good morning to the KBLA family.
Councilmember Heather Hutt, good morning.
Good morning, Dominique.
I am pleased to welcome the new president of the LA City Council, Paul Kokoy. Mr. President, how are you, sir?
Good morning, Tavis. I'm well. Thank you very much.
Holding all politicians accountable to you. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580.
The thrill of victory. The thrill of victory. Thrill of victory.
KBLA Talk 1580 wishes to congratulate Mayor-elect Karen Bass on her historic win as the first woman and only second African-American to serve as Chief Executive of the City of Los Angeles.
Congratulations, Mayor-elect Bass, and welcome back to Unapologetically Progressive KBLA Talk 1580.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for having me on the show. And this is my very first interview, and I am proud that it's here.
We are proud to have you here. What do you want to say to the listeners of KBLA Talk 1580?
I want to say thank you from just, I'm just full of the love that I felt every place I went in the community. And I just want the listeners to know that I promise you I won't disappoint you. I will be accessible. I will never forget where I'm from, and understand that that is my primary motivation.
Congratulations, Mayor-elect Karen Bass, holding all leaders accountable to you.
No matter who you voted for, no matter who you are or where you live, I will be a mayor for you.
We're KBLA Talk 1580. Talk 1580. Talk 1580. And we don't black down. We've got a lot to talk about. You're listening to the Danny Morrison Show exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
We all agree tonight.
Woo! Come on, let's go! Let's go!
Not only does America have a very serious problem, but
Today's MCs need to come together and remake this song. I've been saying it for years. KRS-One, come on, let's go.
Well, today's topic, self-destruction. It really ain't the rap audience that's bugging.
It's one or two suckers, ignorant brothers, trying to rob and steal from one another. You get caught in the mid. So to crush that stereotype, here's what we did. We got ourselves together so that you could unite and fight for what's right, not negative. Cause the way we live is positive. We don't kill our relatives.
Pop, 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 when it's shot, who's to blame? Headline, front page, and rap's the name. MC Delight here to state the bottom line. The black on black crime was way before time.
Oh, come on, I'm sorry.
Knife as his wife.
Crying cause he died a trifling death when he left his very last breath. Was I slept, so watch your step. Back in the 60s, our brothers and sisters were hanged. How could you gangbang? I never ever ran from the Ku Klux Klan, and I shouldn't have.
In so long. Such a great call.
You guys want to hear a treat, a little self-promotion. Me and a lot of local artists redid that song ourselves a number of years ago, back in 2016. It is now streaming on YouTube as we speak.
Oh,
Type in Danny Morrison Self-Destruction. You can see what we did with that back in 2016.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Very cool.
But let's get to the second clip here. We're doing upon further review clips that extend the conversation. I appreciate when you folks send us these because they do exactly that. It extends the conversation. Here's the second clip, okay? It's from a young woman that breaks down how she never should have to spend her money. Her man's money is her money. Her money is her money. Their money is her money. And this is what she had to say. Listen.
When I'm in a relationship, I don't believe in spending my money on my man. His money is for me. My money is for me. Okay, so that means when we go out, we go on dates, we go shopping, we do whatever, we are using his money. My money does not get touched.
Andy
disagrees.
Okay?
That is just the standard. Argue with your mama.
I'm going to surprise a number of you right now. Andy, I'm sorry. Andy, I'm sorry. Andy's over there yelling already. It's true.
Okay.
It's true. In the initial stages of getting to know a woman, in the courting stages, you go Dutch. You share that bill. I understand. You don't know where the relationship's going to go. A man shouldn't be dating if he's not in a financial position to take care of his woman anyway. So you're disagreeing with me? I believe it should be that way. Because the man should always be fighting hard to take care of himself and his woman anyway. Once he reaches that, the financial pinnacle of his life, take care of your lady, man. Let her go and buy whatever she wants. You take care of the bills or whatever. Go and do it. What's wrong with that?
Well, first of all, I have a huge problem with the sound of her voice. I just wanted to make that clear. She needs to blow her nose. Okay, so here's the thing. First of all, I don't believe in the going Dutch thing.
Ever?
I'm not going half with you. I'm either going to pay for it or you're going to pay for it.
Well, first of all, she ain't going to pay for me like that.
So I'm just saying because you were talking about in the beginning stages.
What's wrong with splitting a bill?
I think I don't know. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me.
Okay.
That's me and how I feel about it. I would never sit down with someone and do that. To me is more platonic, like I'm with my girlfriends and I usually try not to. I don't know. I have a different headspace about this now. I usually just try to take care of it. Like, I got it this time, you get it next time, like that type of thing.
That's Dutch.
Well, in my definition, Dutch is when we sit down and the bill comes, you pull out your card, I pull out my card. That's what Dutch means to me.
Okay, but splitting the bill is still, if you want to, stagger them, whatever, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. I don't. Okay, that's fine. Mimi says, "Sorry, Robin. Danny's right."
Thank you.
Mimi was right one time with me tonight,
one time tonight.
And then one time with you tonight. Okay, I guess it's fair. As the relationship progresses, here's the problem that I have. I don't have any problem with first of all, you already know I talk about my man quite a bit, and he has successfully done very well for himself, me, our family, and has allowed me to do, be a stay-at-home mom, like different things like that. So that whole his money is my money type of thing has been, definitely in our family. However, I don't like the entitlement in her voice.
What do you mean by that?
She feels she's entitled to this money, and I feel like that'll never be me. If I have it, I'm gonna just do it for you just because I think you deserve a break. You deserve some time off. You deserve to be treated. You deserve for me to take care of that bill one time, and it's a nice surprise. Even, you know what I'm saying? So it's the entitlement that I have a problem with. I don't expect anything. Like even to this day, I don't. There's just a certain way we go about our lives, whatever. But there's not this expectation of you have to take care of me and your money is my money. Like I hate that. I hate the thought of that.
But you do give kudos. You do champion a man that says, I got it.
That says absolutely.
Okay.
For sure. Sure.
We agree. I'm just saying, if a man is in a financial position to do so, he should. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's nice. If he does. I'm not saying he should. I think it's very nice if he does. If you're married, maybe a different whole scenario because you guys are sharing accounts. And even if you have like separate accounts, there are often times where I just take care of certain things just from my household just because I know it'll give our household account a break and it'll give him a break. So I take care of a lot of different things. So again, it's a nice gesture when a man sees that he's got a partner. I think that's maybe the key word right there. He's got a partner that'll look out for him too.
But isn't that also the case that a man shouldn't be dating if he's not in a financial position?
Yeah, no, I think it's different. He can, more than likely, let me take my situation. He can all day long. But I'm saying it's nice when you're like, you know what? Dang, like she just chipped in. Dang, she just paid for this. Dang,
we do like
that's
that,
cool.
by the way.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool when a woman does it. I love when a woman is like, no, let me get you today.
But isn't it also nice when a man pushes your hand away?
Of course. Absolutely. Like
if you don't put that credit card back in your wallet right now, I got this.
Absolutely. Because
now we're gonna have sex later. But you better put
that says security to a woman. She feels safe and secure when a man is able and does take care of her financially.
Is that not, Andy, real quick, go ahead. You going crazy in there. Come on.
It just sucks that we have to attach finances to love.
You can't blame women for wanting a man that's financially stable, and we're going to give her that financial stability. You can't blame women.
And that's the reason why I'm hustling and trying to make money, but it just sucks. Like when you make the statement that if you're a man and you're not in a great financial position, you shouldn't be dating.
You shouldn't.
Come on.
You shouldn't.
Man. So I can't find love because I'm broke?
If you can't provide a woman stability, you should not be dating until you get to that point. That's just the way I feel. I mean, how do you feel about that, Rob?
That is really a tricky one because I feel like now here's the difference. You may not find someone who is on your like in your league or who you might not be able to land someone who's out of your league per se. Like say this woman is doing everything for herself. But within your league, you get what I'm saying? I feel like if he meets someone and they find love together, by all means, if she understands the come up, if she understands and she's willing to kind of be right there with you and handle some things while you get yourself together, and then once he comes up a little bit, he takes on majority of the responsibility. I think that's cool. I don't say that a man should not date. Period. If he can't, financially provide, I think that's a little bit tough.
You shouldn't be dating if you can't financially provide because she'll be paying for everything, and that's foul if the woman has to pay for everything. And let's not forget, if they do last a number of years and he was broke when they got together, he gonna replace her when he get to the top anyway.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that man knows who that woman is, and he's like, you know what, she held me down when I was going through my tough time. The other thing is, I believe that I've always been this way. I see if you can see potential in this man, and not just potential, but you can see that he's ambitious and he's actually going to make more money. He's actually going after the things to make him more money. Why not hold him down right now?
Kevin Hart.
No, but you can't say that money is the thing that breaks people up, or
Shaquille O'Neal.
But what I'm saying, you're listing out people, but you have no idea what went on in their actual relationship.
I'm just saying they replace him as soon as they get to the top.
I don't think that's the case with everybody. Think Denzel. Think about Denzel. She made more money than he did.
That's a good one.
Think about
and she was paying all them
Samuel
bills
L.
too,
Jackson.
by the way.
Yes, she was. Samuel L. Jackson's the same thing. She held him down while he was, struggling, while he was a crack addict. He went ahead and he came up and got his stuff together, and he's like, she's irreplaceable.
Those are older people, though. I think that generation's different. I do. Right. You can't name anybody under the age of 40.
Mimi says she agrees with you. She says if a man can't pay for a dinner and a movie, he should not be dating. But she also says that she says, wait, I don't believe in going Dutch either. So she's with me on that. Thanks, Danny Mo.
See, now you're just walking the line, Mimi.
We've got some nice parting gifts for you.
You know what I'm saying, Mimi? You was on my team for about 2 minutes there.
She made a mistake. It was just
She made a mistake. 1-800-920-1580. One more upon further review clip before we shake the spot in about 15 minutes. Danny Morrison Show, KBLA. Stay there.
From Bakersfield to Los Angeles. From middays to nighttime. Like George and Wheezy, Danny Morrison is moving on up at KBLA Talk 1580.
NAACP calls on Twitter advertisers to take action after Trump's reinstatement. Maisha Cairo here with your K-Black Minute News. Derek Johnson, president and CEO of the NAACP, calls on advertisers to take action after the social media platform's users voted for Trump's account to be reinstated in a poll posted by Twitter owner Elon Musk. 51.8% of its over 15 million votes cited for Trump's reinstatement on the platform, and so it was. So Mr. Johnson tweeted, quote, any advertiser still funding Twitter should immediately pause all advertising now, end quote. Johnson's call comes at a time when even CBS News, Balenciaga, and Playbill have reevaluated their usage of Twitter. Internally, Twitter has seen mass resignations along with abrupt firings in recent days. What are your thoughts on Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Twitter, and free speech? Let us know by chatting with us on Instagram or Facebook at KBLA 1580.
KBLA Talk 1580 invites you to join us in celebrating the season of giving by being part of the solution. As we enjoy great food, family, warmth, and well wishes in whatever our festive tradition may be, we share the beauty of the season by reaching out to the less fortunate. Please help us to help others with the KBLA Cover the Houseless Cozy Community Coat and Blanket Drive. All you have to do is drop off new or clean, gently used winter coats and blankets in the KBLA lobby during business hours. Now through December 20th, all of the coats and blankets will be donated to unsheltered individuals and families experiencing houselessness. Simply bring your donation to 4434 Crenshaw Boulevard in Los Angeles, near Vernon Avenue, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. weekdays. That's 4434 Crenshaw in historic Leimert Park. During the holidays and every day, let's remember, we keep us safe. We keep us warm. We are the safety net. And together, we can cover the unsheltered. Get caught up in the spirit of the season, the spirit of love. Make a difference with your friends at KBLA Talk 1580.
Did you know addiction to drugs like meth or cocaine is a disease and not a choice? But getting help is. If you have stimulant use disorder, you, your family, and friends may have a lot of questions, including where to start. Choose Change California can help. Make a change today and find a proven treatment option for you at choosechangeca.org.
On Saturday, December 3rd, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., come out and enjoy a free community health fair, co-sponsored by Pleasant Hill Baptist Church Health Ministry and the Central Neighborhood Health Foundation. The fair will be held on the church grounds at 2009 West Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, with free health screenings, refreshments, jumpers for the kids, a visit from Santa, entertainment with a DJ, free food giveaway for the first 100 people who attend, as well as raffles and other prizes. There will also be open enrollment, health insurance representatives present. Attendees can get free blood pressure, glucose, HIV and STD testing, a dental screening, fluoride varnish, COVID testing, vaccines and boosters. Flu shots will also be offered. Housing navigation, mental health support, and education services will be available. Don't miss this free community health fair. Tell somebody and receive the gift of preventative health services this season. See you all on Saturday, December 3rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 2009 West Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Los Angeles.
Real talk, real time, the gospel truth. You're listening to the Danny Morrison Show on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yeah, man. Let's get to this final clip. I love when we actually get to these clips.
Yeah.
We be sitting on
They're
them
so
for days
good.
sometimes. And we just appreciate audience participation. If I don't say it enough, let me say it again right now. Look, we love when you all engage in this show via sending us clips, phone calls, open mics, emails, text messages.
All the DMs, all of that stuff is definitely appreciated for sure.
Definitely. Let's get to this final clip here. Check this out. It's a powerful one from a woman that equates living as a black person in America is almost the same as playing the game of Monopoly. I want you guys to check this out. Listen.
Now, if I right now decided that I wanted to play Monopoly with you, and for 400 rounds of playing Monopoly, I didn't allow you to have any money, I didn't allow you to have anything on the board, I didn't allow for you to have anything. And then we played another 50 rounds of Monopoly, and everything that you gained and you earned while you were playing that round of Monopoly was taken from you. That was Tulsa, that was Rosewood. Those are places where we built black economic wealth, where we were self-sufficient, where we owned our stores, where we owned our property, and they burned them to the ground. So that's 450 years. So for 400 rounds of Monopoly, you don't get to play at all. Not only do you not get to play, you have to play on the behalf of the person that you're playing against. Woo! You have to play and make money and earn wealth for them, and then you have to turn it over to them. Woo! So then for 50 years, you finally get a little bit and you're allowed to play, and every time that they don't like the way that you're playing, or that you're catching up, or that you're doing something to be self-sufficient, they burn your game. They burn your cards. They burn your Monopoly money.
Is that Kimberly Jones?
I don't know.
I have to see that. I think, do you remember, I want to say a couple of years ago now, where Kimberly Jones, she went viral for, she was talking to the news outlet, and she was speaking to a reporter, and she just went off about, I think that was a clip from it. I'm not sure. Could be. But that also, I think that concept, which I first heard from Pastor Bill Winston, he said this in church, he has a mega church, I forgot where, but he used that whole concept of exactly how she said it, the monopoly. And when I heard it, I was just like, you have got to be kidding me. That's probably the most perfect way I've ever heard it put, because we all know monopoly and we could all see it, more clearly when you paint it out that way. And so, yeah, it's so true though. It's just so true.
That's why the case for reparations is legitimate. Mm-hmm. What they've done for us for generations, Yeah. We have shown that we could be self-sufficient. We could be forward-thinking. They don't want that. Mm-hmm. And every single time we've tried, they go, y'all can't do better than us. Mm-hmm. And they've taken it away from us. Yeah. And then they've installed barriers, sometimes even legislatively, to make sure that we never get to where they are. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love when Tavis Smiley told me one time, he said, whenever he says, whenever a white person says that, hey, you guys are doing better than ever, he says, no, I want to compare it to white people. That's
right, yeah.
Always compare our plight to where you are. Mm-hmm. Don't say, for black people, y'all doing pretty good. No. Mm-hmm. How are we doing in comparison to y'all? Mm-hmm. That will tell us whether or not we've actually made the gains that they say that we have.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Do you think we'll ever have our, our black, like our Tulsas and, like our Black Wall Streets?
In our lifetimes? I think that's going to come with reparations. It'll be tough. It even makes me emotional, because when you think about those communities, I mean, there was black doctors and grocery stores and schools and clinics, black owned and operated, beautiful black people doing their thing, minding their own business too, by the way, and white people saying,
So this is a controversial question.
We almost got to the show without Robbie doing something controversial. Go ahead.
Would we have been better off?
Ooh. No, we've talked about that
without
before.
You think
Did
so?
integration hurt us? Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is it just that we wanted the right?
I think that we've talked about how Latinos and Asians and other racial groups have done a great job assimilating into society but maintaining their heritage. Mm-hmm. We black people haven't, because we're at the front lines of the civil rights movement. Mm-hmm. We're so busy fighting for equality, we want you to treat us as equals. But we forgot about ourselves in the process. We're so busy trying to we want to be treated like white people.
Yeah.
And the other racial groups are like, we don't care about them, man. We're going to do our thing. But what is our thing?
It almost feels like if we had no choice but to be together, that there wouldn't be as much violence. There wouldn't be, because I don't know, but it almost feels like what it feels like actually is that black people are always trying to. It's the crabs in a barrel
bucket,
right? It's the barrel, the crabs in a barrel syndrome, that we are putting each other down so that we can make it out, that we can make it on top, that we can make it amongst the white people, that we could be there. But if we had no choice but to be together, where are we fighting to make it to? Like, we fight to make it to the top of our community, but I think that so many of the other things that we deal with right now would subside.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
The question is, why aren't we in the foxhole together now? You can make the case. Now is that time that we should be in the foxhole fighting for one another. What? We're too busy harming one another. Why? Is it now that time? You would think we would say, man, you know what? This country cannot stand us. They're trying to eliminate us. We got to come together, shop with one another, respect one another, love one another. Why aren't we doing that?
There's just this, I think we're losing a sense of community. We're losing our sense of community. You know that wherever you go, like in other states and things like that, there are always like the Koreatowns and the just like little groups, little Italy. You have like little Ethiopia. You have little like places where they're like, listen, we're gonna. This is I don't know who decides this, by the way, but this is going to be our central location, and they have each other's back. Like, as a people, we don't have that community. I mean, yeah, you have like, right, LA, but we're so spread, but like we don't have a sense of community anymore.
I'm told there's a movement to change Leimert Park to Africatown. Someone told me.
That's amazing.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, but will we all come back to Leimert?
There are a lot of white people in Leimert Park right now.
Yeah, man.
We shall see. Great show tonight, Queen.
Yeah, definitely. And thanks, Mimi. She's been rocking with us. And now DJ Black 909, Africatown. Thanks for joining in. We appreciate you rocking with us all night.
Good luck. God bless. Go. Keep it on KBLA. Peace.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Mike Moore, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. A nationwide rail strike could start as soon as next Monday, and President Biden wants Congress to make sure that doesn't happen. Biden is asking lawmakers to pass legislation that would ratify a previous